Hey guys, xthedarkone here for another fucking discussion video. Been a good while since I've done one of these, so I just thought, let's do it and fucking do it. Today, I think if you watched my last Yu-Gi-Oh discussion video, I said today I was gonna do, for this video I was gonna do my top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which obviously the title of the video is exactly what I'm gonna do. So, but rather than just me sit here with a generic deck and just list off my favorite top 10 cards, I've actually made a deck consisting of my top 10. Yeah, I go first. Yes, I did it for the first time ever. That was lucky. So I've made a deck consisting of my top 10 cards. So I'm going to go through the my top 10 list and have a duel and hopefully win, because you have to win this duel. So hopefully I will. And yeah, so let's just get straight on with it. So, I'm going to start off with my number 10, which is Dark Blade. Really cool card. Level 4 Dark Warrior type monster. 1800 attack. I think 1500 defense or 13. I'm going to put all the fucking monsters up here in the corner so you can see for yourself. Always liked the design. Don't know why. He's always had a really cool design for me. Chaz uses him, I believe, as well as his fusions and stuff. So I've always liked Darkblade and his sort of design and his knighthood design. I also like the fact that not only his sword but his armor are also separate spell cards as well. You've got, I'm pretty sure Sword of Dark Destruction or whatever it's called is his sword, and obviously you've got, I forget what it's called, Rare Metal Armor or something. I forget the track. I'll put the spell card up there, but I'll learn that. I've always liked his design and the fact his gear has been used for other stuff. So that's my number. That's why it's my number 10 slot. So number 9 is Jinzo, level 6, machine type, dark monster, 2400 attack. I forget the defense. 1200 defense, I think it is. Always been a fan of Jinzo. He's got a really great effect. You know, it's one of the effects that just doesn't muck about really. Does he? Summon it, traps, fuck off, really, innit? Joey obviously uses him. Esperoba got a lot of, obviously used a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh. The guy from the Big Five, Lecter. I think it was Lecter. And obviously Jinzo appeared in GX as well, as we all know. I'm gonna play my Mirror Force. Fuck off. Hit him with a bit of Miro Forso. But yeah, so, and just really cool design. I like the sort of cyberpunky sort of thing he went for with the exposed brain and stuff. So yeah, always been a bit of a fan of Jinzo's, and that's why it's my number 9 slot. Moving on, we have at number 8, we have our first dragon. We have Trihorn Dragon. Oh, you little fucking bastard. That's okay, because one of the cards he destroys is my Pet in the Dark Clown. Pettin's effect activates. More people should run him, because he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome for shit like this. He basically tells cards like Tarantula to fuck off. So there we go, let's pet him back up. So yeah, always been a fan of Trihorn. Level 8 Dragon, 2,850 attack and 2,350 defense, I believe. Normal monster. When he first came out, he was technically the second strongest dragon in the set, second strongest monster in the set. When he first came out, he actually came out in Legacy of the Blue Eyes with Blue Eyes White Dragon in Secret Rare only, and I've never seen. He's never had a re-release. He's never had anything like that. I've still got this Trihorn Dragons I pulled from the original, set when I got them. So it's I hold them true. I hold them close. They're a bit naff at the moment, but I still keep them close because they're just awesome cards. But again, I've always liked his design. Even his description, it's something like he's an unworthy dragon. I just feel dead bad for him. It's like, oh, poor Trihorn Dragon. He gets right shit given to him. But all in all, I love his design. And I like normal cards. I do like the idea of just normal monsters and just. So it was one of those situations. I got him. I looked at him and I was like, yeah, I like this card. He's really cool. So that's why he's my number 8 slot. Number 7. Some of you may or may not have heard of this particular card. Monster known as the Inferno Hammer. Classic. I say classic. And, oh, there's Triton Dragon now. Can't fucking summon him, which is bloody typical. I'll try and switch to defense one again. So in fact, let me check that defense. Oh, I was right about his defense. Go me. So yeah, Inferno Hammer, level 6, Dark Fiend, 2400 attack, 0 defense, effect monster. When he destroys a monster by battle, you can select another card on the field, flip it face down. And it's really useful for that effect. I actually had a good story about Inferno Hammer. As you may know, I sort of as I explained a while ago, I feel like this big connection with Horace, and I was doing this right annoying person at my club, right, and I was doing it against him, and he played Horace on me. It was a shitty secret tin secret of Horace, so it wasn't even in the good version of him, so I was quite annoyed by that. Oh, he didn't attack? That's weird. Did he do something where he can't attack or something? I don't care. Anyway, we can actually get rid of that fucking bitch. I'm gonna half that attack and summon Extract New and kick his ass. Yes, we'll kick his ass. Anyway, he knew how much I liked Horace and how important it was to me, and he started getting. I was using a Dark World deck at the time with Inferno Hammer in it, and he was getting all sort of smug about it, saying, "Oh, Horace is working for me now," and that just enraged me. So I managed to get with a combination of Inferno Hammer and Drillroid. I used Inferno Hammer to destroy another monster he had, flipped Horace face down, destroyed it with Drillroid, and said, "Fuck off, man." I was so fucking. I don't know why I took it really personally when he got all smug about using Horace against me. So that's probably why I went off on him. But again, always liked Horace. Always liked Inferno Hammer. He's got a really bizarre design. Like he's got like a mouth in his stomach, a small skull head, a massive like red pink body. He's just a bizarre creature. And me and my friends would always just wonder what the fuck he actually was. So that's why he's that. So number 6 on my list is Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Arm Dragon, level 7 Dragon type, 2800 attack, 1700 defense. I think I might be wrong about that one. Again, always been a really good card. Obviously, still one of the stronger cards in the game. Effect can be special summoned if you have exactly 3 dark monsters in your grave. Remove a dark monster from your graveyard to destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. Very powerful effect, especially when it first came out in Phantom Darkness. Obviously that came out of Yugioh and all that dark themed stuff, including Dark Horace, who we'll get to. I'm gonna put Dark Horace here as well. So it's gonna be Dark Horace and Dark Arm Dragon as a sort of joint 6th place. Because I remember hearing about it, because I loved Horace, so when I found out there was a dark version of Horace coming out, I was buzzed. So I was really happy about that, and I remember being told and like shouting to my mate Rob in the street, saying, "Rob, fucking Dark Horace!" and he was going off. So good. No, Rob was telling me on the phone. That's what it was. Rob told me on the phone. I shouted to another friend, and they went off. So it was a good day to be had. And that, I just love the effects, love his design. I love Arm Dragon as well, but I've always, because obviously I'm xthedarkone, I've always liked the fact that I like dark monsters, so I like that they got like a dark upgrade, if you will, and it became cool. I wish Dark Horace's effect was a bit better though. He got a bit of a shitty effect, but whatevs. Number 5 is my little pal who is on the field right now, old Petting the Dark Clown here. As you can see, he's a level 3 Dark Spellcaster type monster with 5. I forgot his attack because I rarely have an attack. 500 attack, 1200 defense. Inferno Hammer, my boy, just when I needed him. Tower tributes. Right, just during my battle phase, I think that lowers my attack by that or something. Let me just double check. As long as clothing is one of the during their battle phase, 300. So I'm still stronger than that. So I'll take that out first. Okie dokie. Right. So yeah, petting's effect always, as you saw me demonstrate earlier on in this duel, petting's always had a great effect for me. He's when he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can banish him. Fucking use his effect, knock him down. When he is when he's sent to the graveyard, when he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, that's a very important part. From the field to the graveyard, you can banish him and special summon another from your deck or hand, for that matter. Deck or hand, it's either. Which for a long time I actually forgot about. I didn't realise it was from the hand. I thought it was like Giant Germ, so I was quite pleasantly surprised when I read that a couple of about last year, I think it was, or a year before, and I was like, oh yeah, you can actually do this. So I was quite happy. But I've always liked, because obviously he's a Kaiba card. Love Kaiba. Kaiba uses him in the movie to great effect. Yes, here we go. Right, Giant Grenade. Yeah, so like I was saying, so I've always liked Kaiba. Well, obviously, I love Kaiba. I've always liked the fact he uses clowns. I've always found that quite ironic about Kaiba, that this very serious character has, uses clowns, like Saggy, and then obviously he brought on Petting, and I really wanted him to, in this new movie, I really wanted him to use a new clown, but apparently he doesn't. I've not seen the new movie yet, but apparently he doesn't use a new clown, so I'm a bit disappointed by that. So, but yeah, Petting's a great card, great effect, quite underrated actually, because it's not just, there are obviously times when you can't use the effect, if where you can, like, you can't use it if it's tributed, for example, it misses the timing, but for stuff like I've had so many people like hit me with Dark Hole and Torrential Tribute and all that kind of shit, and they've just been like bish bash bosh, and I'm just like, nah man, fuck off, bring Petting back. Right, I've got to be careful here because I don't like fucking face downs. I don't like his face down spell traps. I'm going to attack. That's probably going to be Mirror Force, and I'm probably going to lose, but what the hell, let's give it a go. There, you know what, I just call it, don't I? Just fucking call it. So I'm probably going to lose now. Anyway, I've decided, because I've actually done a few takes of this, and this deck does not work that well against this guy. And I've done a few recordings and lost, which is why this is about like maybe the 5th recording of this. So win or lose, I'm gonna finish the list, and win or lose, I'm just gonna fucking go at it after this. If I lose, I'll just go at him off screen with my own deck and get past this part of the story. But anyway, let's move on. So I'm gonna end my turn for there, because I've got a shit. Look at that shit hand. I am not getting anywhere with those guys. I need to get a decent draw on the next turn, but he's got fucking Air Knight, Parshaft, and whatever that fucking thing is. So anyway, let's move on to our my number 4 slot, which is Slifer the Sky Dragon. Slifer is arguably my favourite god card. He's the coolest design, I think. Arguably, one of the better effects. Obviously, his attack can just be as strong as you want it if you have infinite cards in your hand. So, but yeah, I've always just loved his design, loved his effects. Just, he's just a cool dragon. Well, he's not a dragon, divine beast, but he's Slifer the Sky Dragon, and he fucking rules. Number 3, I think it's the only spell card on this list. The only spell card on my list. It's okay, I'm surviving that. Okay. The only spell, Seal of the Ancients. Arguably one of my favourite secret rares. I love, and yes, it probably has something to do with the fact it's got a massive X on it as well. But I love the design. I do generally love the design anyway. I love like the whole doing the ram's symbol with skeleton hands, and it's not a bad effect actually. It's not a great effect, but it's not necessarily a bad effect. But wait a minute. When this token battles and the opponent takes any, could I? Oh, I can't. I don't think I can attack. This one cannot attack. See, I can't attack, so I've lost. I've definitely lost. But anyway, I'm going to finish my list. Yeah, just love his effect and love all that. Number 2 is these two guys here. No, it's these two guys here. These two guys here. Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes, as I explained in an older video, Red Eyes is the very reason I even play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I've always loved Red Eyes and Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, obviously, Kaiba uses him. Just love the designs in general. So yeah, I'm just very fond of those two cards. They're kind of mirrors of each other. So I do want to one day try and make a deck using both of them, but it's kind of hard because they have so much support for each other. It's just, one of those things, isn't it? I am lost now, so I'm just gonna finish up this thing. And finally, at number 1, shouldn't be any fucking thing. Horus the Black Flame Dragon, all forms and all versions. Just because he's fucking, as I said in an earlier video, I just have it. I don't know. I've always liked the design, like the effects. I like the sort of Egyptian aspect of him. I always felt he should have had more central to do with the show because of his Egyptian roots and stuff, but he just never did. And then I was buzzed when he appeared in GX, but I was fucking annoyed when he got given to a fucking jobber. Serrano, I believe his name was, who went up against it was random generic Obelisk Blue Student 477, went up against Jaden, got Royal Decree and Horus out, lockdown, and Jaden still fucking found a way out. So I got really pissed off that Horus got proper jobbed in that. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? I always thought Horus was worthy of a bigger involvement in the story, especially because his design and Ra's design are very similar, and on the back of Horus he has the same spellbinding circle as Dark Magician does. So I don't know, just me I suppose, but anyway, he's my number one monster, and he's fucking awesome in every way. And I've lost this duel, and I'm not fucking reshooting just for the sake of winning a duel and looking good. This deck may contain all my favourite cards, but it is a shit deck because it doesn't have any one focus. So I'm just gonna go back and beat this guy on my own accord. And for next, I'll think of a conversation for next week. If you guys can think of a good conversation, leave it in the comments below. So yeah, what are your favourite top 10 cards? Post in the comments below and explain why they're your favourite cards. So yeah. Let's enjoy conversations in the comment section below, but, don't be a dick because it's only a game. Anyway, guys, it's always been a pleasure, and I'll see you around. Take care.